Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finals of the 1996 at Glodzik 5th and 6th grade West Rutland Booster Club Championship. This is what it's all about. They've been working all week and it's come down to this one game. This evening's championship will be Middlebury, coached by Charlie Kirker and Norman Bloom, versus the Rutland City Sixers, coached by Dave Fair. Referees for the championship game, Steve Patrica and Sam Jackson. For the Sixers, for the championship game, number 3, Ben Whitney. Number 6, Aaron Rowe. Number 5, Peter LaFleur Jr. Number 2, Joseph Fitzgerald. Number 1, Nathan Lanfield. Number 11, Jordan Fitzgerald Jr. Starting lineup. Number 4. Number 8. Zach Bride. The starting team for the Sixers. Number 4, Justin Davis. Number 10, Neiman Rose. Number 7, Eric Rose Jr. Number 12, Matthew Schaefer. Number 9, Jason Fair. For Middlebury, number 10, Nick Law. Number 4, Ross Davis. Number 11, Peter McIntyre. Number 5, Ryan Bradley. Number 1, Dwight Spade. Number 13, Ben Hart. Number 20, Rogan Ross. Starting lineup for Middlebury. Number 2, Ben Kirker. Number 3, Matt Kirker. 15, Jeremiah Mills. And number 22, Shem Johnston Blue. Good luck, gentlemen, and let's get it on.
That's number 8.
Oh.
Going to be set for the championship game now. The Rutland Sixers of Coach Wayne Potter and Dave Fear, and Middlebury. Charlie Kirker is the coach. Norman Bloom also coaching the Middlebury club. Sample Jasic and Steve Patrika, the referees for the title game of the annual Ed Glodzik Memorial 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament here at the Hinchy Gym in West Rutland. And the shot off the bat for the Sixers was Justin Davis, and Middlebury controlling. Now Middlebury in red going left to right, and the Sixers in blue going right to left. Jack Healy along with John Center. We got a double dribble. There's one of the twins, Matt Kirker from Middlebury. Matt and Ben Kirker in the backcourt. Willie Leggett, Jeremiah Mills, and Shem Johnston Bloom for Middlebury. Justin Davis, Neiman Gross, Matthew Schaefer, Jason Fair, and Eric Gross Jr. for the Rutland Sixers. This is Jason Fair with it.
Jason's a leading scorer in this tournament, Jack. I think I was calling up last night. I think he had over 60 points already this week. He's had an excellent week.
The Middlebury controlling in the forecourt. Tony Sewell is the cameraman. Usually over the years, John, I come to the final night. This is the first time I've had an opportunity to be on Channel 15. Mickey Caligieri and you did such a wonderful job a year ago as we got the traveling violation against Matt Kirker of Middlebury. A few butterflies for both clubs in the early going. 5:10 left first quarter, 6-minute quarters. I usually come to the last night. I've been doing it for many years and getting calls from you, and in the early years, of course, from Ed Glodzik and also Tommy Johnson for a year or two as well. You kind of get the feel for who the players on the all-tournament team might be because you are familiar with the various names and so forth. Great block shot there. And the runner good as the Rutland Sixers go on the board first. They lead it 2-0 in the championship game. Nice shot there for Justin Davis.
Middlebury's they've had a great week. The Shem Johnston Bloom on the hoop.
Shem Johnston Bloom ties it up for Middlebury at 2 apiece.
Middlebury, unfortunately, got stuck in the late bracket somehow in the tournament, and they played every night. Their game started at 7:45, so they were running up and down Route 7 and Route 30, respectively, at 10, 11 o'clock at night, these young kids, and they played, 3-4 games this week, but what a class group they've been all week long.
And we got a steal for the Rutland Sixers. On the steal, Eric Gross Jr., and he goes to the bucket and lays it in. 4-2, the Sixers take the lead. 3:48 left first quarter. You know the Sixers, both teams are in the man-to-man, so we've seen man-to-man defenses throughout here. The coaches teaching, especially in the younger grades. We had talked about in the consolation game that we also telecast here on Channel 15 about how really my own opinion anyway, the man-to-man defense is the best defense to use. Johnston Bloom strong to the bucket. He was fouled, and Eric Gross Jr. on the foul. And Johnston Bloom will be at the line for 2 shots. The ball game for Middlebury. Checking in now Brogan Ross, and also checking in is Ben Hart.
I've said it before, Jack. One of my former coaches, Dave Kinsman, he used to always say, a lot of nights you can't get it going offensively, but there's no excuse for not playing defense, and his forte was the man-to-man defense. And
of course, he continues that tradition at Rutland High. And the first shot by Shem Johnston Bloom is good. He's got all 3 points for Middlebury, 4-3. The Rutland Sixers in front. And foul on Eric Gross Jr. is first on the team. And Johnston Bloom hits the second as well, and that ties it at 4 apiece.
Shem's the leading scorer for Middlebury this week.
We mentioned that consolation game. In my own opinion, even though there are times for the zone, depending on, for example, you want to pack it inside. And long jumper no good there by Neiman Gross and Middlebury controlling. But all in all, you might get a little lazy falling back into the zone. There are times for it. Nice runner by Ben Kirker. Ben and Matt Kirker for Middlebury, twin sons of Coach Charlie Kirker. Middlebury has a 6-4 lead.
That's an interesting combination, the twin brothers in the backcourt.
There misses, but the rebound is kept alive by Davis. Back out to Fear. They're the only ones with their names on B. Kirker and M. Kirker. They have the names, as you can tell here. And we have a steal by Ben Kirker. I think that is for their dad, maybe, to tell them apart.
Probably.
Actually, Matt Kirker's out of the ball game right now. That's Ben in there now. Johnston Bloom, the bomb, no go. Nice, strong offensive rebound.
I think that's Willie Leggett.
Yes, it is. Willie Leggett with the offensive rebound, and Willie Leggett, however, couldn't come up with that ball right there as Justin Davis grabbed it. Here's Eric Gross Jr. again, strong to the bucket, doesn't get it this time. And the rebound is controlled by Brogan Ross. Checked in a few moments ago. Ben Kirker for 3, no go. Rebound chased down in the corner. Johnston Bloom. This is the shot. Rutland Sixers had the rebound, but a steal nicely by Leggett. Johnston Bloom hits.
Pat Lahan doing an excellent job in announcing the players all week long. The kids really get a kick out of that. He really projects well and puts a lot into it. We announced the entire teams, and some of these kids that never get much recognition at least get their name recognized.
Offensive rebound for the bucket for Brogan Ross. And when Johnston Bloom hit before, that put Middlebury up 8-4, and Ross here 10-4, Middlebury by 6. We've got a timeout with 1:27 left first quarter. A lot of people behind the scenes, of course, Sam Poljasic and Steve Petrika volunteering their efforts. And, of course, John, you do a super job with the Ed Glodzik Memorial 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament here for West Rutland here at the Hinchy Gym. And I know the kids love it because it's just really a tournament atmosphere. The thing I like about it, too, and we had mentioned already tonight, we have these telecasts back-to-back, but I will repeat for people that are just on board with us in the championship game. The thing I've liked about it over the years, and one of the reasons that we started publicizing it generally on WSYB, we more or less draw the line at high school sports. We might mention JV football here and there and scores and so forth, JV basketball during games, but we always went to the 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament here at Westside. One of the reasons, of course, Ed Glodzik, a good friend of mine, but also it was by itself. It was everything was done for the most part. All the high school hockey and high school basketball had already been done, and the timing was great for it. So and also it coincides with March Madness in the NCAA tournament. Fair, strong move to the bucket. Misses the shot, and the rebound to Johnston Bloom.
It's great atmosphere for these kids. They get at the foul line with down 2 with a couple seconds to go. And
Matt Kirker.
I'll tell you, this is just like prime time.
I'll tell you, I've been impressed. 12-4, an 8-point Middlebury lead. Johnston Bloom with the steal, and then he lost it. It'll be out of bounds off the Rutland City Sixers.
Okay, box, Middlebury. Box. Jim, other side.
Middlebury's basketball with 56 seconds left. And the steal by Jason Fair. Strong move to the bucket. With it is Matt Kirker. Middlebury controlling, and Middlebury with the 8-point lead.
Brogan Ross.
Yep, Brogan Ross off his own missed shot. Johnston Bloom again. Peter McIntyre is into the ball game now for Middlebury, and we had a steal but restolen. Neiman Gross had it, but restolen by Middlebury. McIntyre. On the right baseline, up an air ball. Kirker, left baseline. I know it's one of them. Misses the shot. Ball fought for. And laying it up and in, Willie Leggett at the buzzer. And it's 14-4 Middlebury. It was Matt Kirker. It was the Kirker still in there. I can tell him by sight now. Matt Kirker in there, Ben Kirker on the bench. But after a quarter in the championship game, Middlebury has moved out to a 10-point lead. 14-4, Jack Healy-John Center here on Channel 15. But I think it's the atmosphere. You mentioned Pat Lahan. I thought I was at the United Center in Chicago. I thought Michael Jordan was going to be the next guy introduced.
I tell you, a lot of people really enjoy that part of the tournament. And we have Pat do it every year. He does a great job, and as well as the rest of the booster club out there. There's an awful lot of man-hours behind the scenes with the ticket, with selling the tickets and the concessions and all this kind of stuff. But the people over here do a great job, and they really look forward to doing it. You would think that a week-long tournament would be a lot of stress and whatever, but these people, they just look forward to it, and they get here early for the games and everything else. It's just a fun time.
I want to mention everybody for the Rutland Sixers: Justin Davis, Neiman Gross, Matthew Schaefer, Jason Fear, Eric Gross Jr., Nathan Lanfear, Joseph Fitzgerald, Ben Whitney, Peter LaFlame Jr., Aaron Rose, Seth Bride, and Jordan Fitzgerald. Middlebury's ball here at the beginning of the second quarter. Missing the jumper was Peter McIntyre. We're going to whistle in the rebounding action. Ben and Matt Kirker, Willie Leggett for Middlebury, Jeremiah Mills, Shem Johnston, Bloom, Dwight, Spate, Russ Davis, Brian Bradley, Peter McIntyre, Ben Hart, Nick Laws, and Brogan Ross. And going to the bucket nicely is Neiman Gross for the Rutland Sixers. And foul before was on Middlebury.
It was on Brogan Ross.
It was on Brogan Ross, first on Middlebury, first on the team. 14-6 now, Middlebury with the 8-point lead. That hit the bottom of the bucket. The pass attempted by Peter McIntyre. It'll be Middlebury's ball as Ben Kirker checks back in for Middlebury now.
We've had a lot of great moments in this tournament this week, Jack. I was thinking back, Andrew Pizzanelli from the Christ King 6th grade hit a shot this week from half court at the buzzer.
Ben Kirker on the bucket there, 16-6, Middlebury up by 10.
I don't think he's going to forget that one for a while.
Fair getting the pass from Schaefer. This is a shot. Ben Kirker comes down with it.
One thing the players have to get used to is this large court surface. This is one of the largest courts around.
Ben Kirker gets the roll. 18-6 Middlebury.
Some of the teams like Shoreham have really small gyms. Shoreham, Mount Holly doesn't have a gym, and they ended up winning a game or two in this tournament. So it takes the players a little while to adjust to this large court, but by this time of the week, they're doing just fine.
Seth Bride is getting set to check in for the Sixers. And we're going to steal nicely by Middlebury's Jeremiah Mills. With it is Matt Kirker. 18-6. Middlebury has the lead here in the title game. 4:25 left in the first half. Oh my, Matt Kirker, either one. I'm impressed with both. Matt Kirker there, 20-6. Middlebury has the 14-point lead. Been a big week for the Fears. Jason Fear has got the basketball right now. It was, of course, his dad, one of the coaches. We're going to steal by Ben Kirker. Dad, Dave Fear. Lindsay Fear, his older sister, is on the Rutland girls basketball team. And nice picture of her in the paper this week washing the car. Color, remember that right on the first front page?
Yep.
Washing her car. And getting back there nicely to knock the ball out of bounds was Jeremiah Mills. As Justin Davis was looking for the bucket, Bride checks in for the Rutland Sixers now.
The difference in this game so far has been...
I believe that was Schaefer on the pass, too, for the Rutland Sixers. That was a nice pass.
Yes, it was. Jason Fair hasn't scored yet. They need to get him the basketball.
Here he is now from the corner. And he lost control of the basketball, and Ben Kirker with a steal. Sends it down to Mills, and he lays it in. Middlebury's opened up a 22-6 lead. 3:28 left in the half. Kind of fun having them all check in at us right here. You're the official scorer.
Makes us feel important.
Got another steal by Ben Kirker. Oh, on the bounce. Pretty play. They missed the bucket, though. It was Ben Hart. There's Spear the other way. And He's got his first points of the ball game. 22-8, Middlebury. Matt Kirker. I'll tell you, these guys, all the ones I've seen tonight, they've learned a lot. They're all well coached.
They do some great things with these kids.
Davis, bang. Justin Davis on the bucket. 22-10, Middlebury. Look at that, behind the back. I can't do that. Ben Kirk. Got a whistle and a foul, some substitutions. Number 7 into the ball game. Eric Gross Jr. back in. Peter LaFlame in for the Rutland Sixers. Number 5 into the ball game for Middlebury. Brian Bradley.
It falls on Neiman Gross.
Willie Leggett, I believe, had a breather for a moment or two. He's back in. Second on Gross. Or I'm sorry,
First.
And that's the second on the team. In the ball game, number 1 for the Sixers, Nathan Lanfear. Sixers basketball. That's knocked away. Nice defensive play by Leggett. There's that guy again, Johnston Bloom, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. Shem Johnston Bloom will be at the line for 2. His dad, one of the coaches, Norman Bloom, I would assume.
I believe.
Well, it was not in the act of shooting. The foul came before the shot. Foul was on Eric Gross Jr., his second, third on the team. There's Brian Bradley. Johnston Bloom misses. Here's Fear now for the Rutland Sixers. Doesn't get the roll on that one. Ben Kirker. Coast to coast. Middlebury 24, the Rutland Sixers 10. Fear manages to save it, almost had a steal. And we do finally get a steal from Jeremiah Mills for Middlebury. Got it to Ben Kirker. And then the shot up and good by Willie Leggett. Sixers almost came up with a steal, but Leggett came back and grabbed it again. Eric Gross Jr. had the steal. Leggett picked up the basketball as he got it back again, fouled in the act of shooting. That's an opportunity for a three-point play. As, again, a few more changes coming in for both teams. 2 number 11s, one for the Sixers. Jordan Fitzgerald and Peter McIntyre back in. Also in for the Rutland Sixers, number 12, Matthew Schaefer. 26-10. Middlebury with the lead as an opportunity for a three-point play is Willie Leggett. Minute 30 left here in the half, and that foul was on Eric Gross. That's his third, fourth on the team, and Eric's out of the ball game right now. And Leggett completes the three-point play as Middlebury's opened up a 27-10 lead. It's a pretty good Middlebury club, I would say, John.
They are a very good club.
Jason Fear. Jordan Fitzgerald misses, and the rebound controlled by Jeremiah Mills. Basically, it's been one shot for the Sixers. Leggett back up and good. 29-10. Middlebury has the 19-point lead. 50 seconds left in the half. And again, it is Mills with a rebound. We got a steal by the Sixers and then a jump ball situation. Brian Bradley tying it up. Also into the ball game, number 10, Nick Laws for Middlebury.
The best test for this Middlebury team all week, Jack's been the Christ King 6th grade.
Ben Whitney checks in for the Rutland Sixers.
I believe Middlebury won that game 30-27.
Russ Davis in for Middlebury. I'll get as many of those substitutions in as we can. Nice move by Fair. He misses, but he got fouled. He'll be at the line for 2. 39 seconds left in the half. Fouls on Peter McIntyre. His first, second on the team. In for the Sixers, Joseph Fitzgerald. I believe this is another Fitzgerald checking out, is it not? Yeah, Joseph for Jordan Fitzgerald. Jason Fear will get another. 29-11, Middlebury. Strong rebound, ripping it down, Peter McIntyre. Bradley. Leggett. It'll be Sixers basketball. 23 seconds left in the half. Davis on the steal to Bradley. Trying to save it was McIntyre, but stolen away by Beard. 12 seconds left in the half. Nice save at the baseline. Back up and good by the Sixers' Matthew Schaefer. 3 seconds left here in the half. And from midcourt, Brian Bradley shot misses. 29-13, Middlebury with the lead at halftime. We're at halftime in the championship game of the Ed Glodzik Memorial 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament at the Hinchy Gym at West Rutland. Again at halftime, Middlebury 29, the Rutland Sixers 13. We'll be back with the second half coming up. Center, Ernie Sewell is the cameraman as we're set for his second half action here. The Ed Glodzik Memorial 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament championship game. Rutland Sixers in blue going left to right here in the second half. Middlebury in red going right to left. And Middlebury has a 29-13 lead. Matthew Schaefer fouled in the act of shooting. Foul was on Willie Leggett, I believe.
Yep, his first.
And the first on the team. Matthew Schaefer will be at the line for 2. Another one coming. Looks like the original starting fives for both clubs. Davis and Neiman Gross, Matthew Schaefer, Jason Fear, and Eric Gross Jr. for the Rutland Sixers. Ben and Matt Kirker for Middlebury, Willie Leggett, Jeremiah Mills, and Shem Johnston Bloom. Johnston Bloom misses. Strong rebound by the Rutland Sixers. Schaefer came down with that rebound. And the easy rebound for Justin Davis off the missed shot.
Justin's got 6 points in this game.
He was all by himself there and made no mistake. Middlebury 29, the Rutland Sixers 15, early going third quarter. Oh, pretty play right down the lane. Willie Leggett off the pass from Ben Kirker. Could really be impressed with the way all 4 teams that we've seen tonight have.
There's been some great action this week. I'll tell you, there's some good teams, good matchups.
Middlebury with the 31-15 lead. Nice move by Schaefer, but missed the shot. Leggett did a nice job of fronting him down low. Here's Matt Kirker. Johnston Bloom. And we got a foul, and the rebounding action is on Willie Leggett, I believe, again. It is the second on Leggett, second on the team. Checking in for Middlebury, Brogan Ross. And Leggett comes out with the 2 fouls. Rutland Sixers basketball. Nice job of keeping it alive. Underneath and getting the bucket from the left baseline for the Sixers was Eric Gross Jr.
Yep.
Nice play by Eric Gross Jr. And that's Ross getting the offensive rebound for the bucket. It's now Middlebury 33, the Rutland Sixers 17. Logan Ross, who checked in just a few moments ago for Willie Leggett, picking up where Leggett left off.
Falls on Matthew Schaefer.
his first, and that is the first on the team. And Ross completes the three-point play. 34-17, a 17-point Middlebury lead.
Middlebury's played some great games this week, Jack, but I'd have to say this is by far the overall best game they've played. Their shooting percentage tonight's got to be incredible.
Ross coming down with a rebound. And we got a foul on Jason Fair. Is at the line for two in the act of shooting. Jeremiah Mills for Middlebury. Foul on Fair is first, second on the team. we had the inevitable, hey, that's going to be a backcourt. That played just a few moments ago. You got to be completely in. I had said it in the first, the funny part about it in the first game that we saw, and hopefully these games are shown in sequence, as the rebound is controlled by the Sixers' Matthew Schaefer. Fair saves it. One of the players in that first game dribbled parallel along the line. Partially in, partially out. But it clearly explained to us that was not a backcourt play. Johnston Bloom with it for Middlebury. Middlebury in control with 2:45 left third quarter. Matt Kirker with it. Both teams in the man-to-man. Ross, yes. And count it in the foul. Got an opportunity for a three-point play again. 36-17 Middlebury is checking in for Middlebury now. Ben Hart.
That foul was on Jason Fair.
The second. Checking in now for Middlebury, Dwight Spate. As Matt Kirker is out.
Brogan Ross, who's at the line, is by far the tallest player in this tournament.
How tall is he, do you think?
Boy, he's got to be. I'd say he's got to be about 5'9", maybe.
Fair has it stolen away by Ben Kirker, and then Fair manages to make Ben Kirker travel. That was a nice, strong pass by Matthew Schaefer at the other end. A couple of those. Rutland Sixers basketball from the baseline. Now, in that particular case, if that ball went into the backcourt, Eric Gross picked it up, that would not have been a backcourt violation. You have the whole court. Correct?
Right, it's correct on the inbounds pass.
I think Eric wanted to make sure he grabbed it before it went into the backcourt. It's good to get into that habit, but even if it went into the backcourt, it would not have been a backcourt violation. Ben Kirker off the steal, spins, if that went in, that would hit ESPN. Gross. Or on the second shot, Ross, I should say. Missed them both. The shot by Spate, no good, and the rebound is controlled by Gross, but he lost it, and laying it up and in, Johnston Bloom. Eric Gross Jr. had it, and Johnston Bloom took it away and got the easy bucket. It's 38-17 Middlebury with 1:40 left third quarter. And Jason Fear hits the 14-footer. Middlebury 38, Rutland Sixers 19. 1:30 left third quarter. I'll tell you, if that went in before.
That was an incredible spin, a 360 spin.
That would hit play of the day on CNN and plays of the week on ESPN, I'm sure. And we have the film here, too. We would have sent that. Air ball there. The Sixers control. Peter LaFlame. Peter LaFlame, coast to coast, pulls up for the shot. No. And we got a jump ball situation. Eric Gross Jr. came down with it. Tied up, a couple of changes here. Aaron Rowe checking in for the Sixers, among others. Ben Kirker gets a breather for Middlebury. It's a nice play by Peter LaFlame, but he missed the shot. Air ball, it's Middlebury's basketball. 59 seconds left third quarter. This is Brian Bradley. Ross Ross again. And up and good this time by Ben Hart. Kept the offensive board alive. Ross a few times, and then Ben Hart getting the bucket. 40-19 Middlebury, 33 seconds left in the third quarter. The championship game of the Ed Glodzik Memorial 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament. Schaefer down low, lost it, and we got a steal by Brian Bradley. But back to re-steal, Eric Gross Jr.
Eric's played a nice game tonight for the Sixers.
Yes, he has. Bear drills it. 40-21, a 19-point Middlebury lead. 8 seconds left, third quarter. Bradley. 3 seconds left. Bradley, top of the circle. No, as time expires, ending the third quarter. We played 3, the championship game of the Ed Glodzik Memorial 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament here at the Hinchy Gym. Middlebury 40, the Rutland Sixers 21. Middlebury outscoring the Sixers 11-8 in that third quarter. A 16-point lead has been increased to a 19-point lead as we get set for the fourth quarter. We'll keep it right here on the air at the end. The all-tournament team will be announced and the trophies will be awarded. How far do we go? I saw a lot of hardware out there, John. We know that the winner of this game will be the champion. The loser will be the runner-up. Then we do know that Wallingford, the third place team, the fourth place team, the Rutland Celtics, and I think how far do you go to the sixth?
No, we go 4 places with trophies.
Okay, yeah. 4.
Plus the 10 all-tournament team selections.
And you don't have an MVP, correct?
No.
Did we used to have one in this tournament or not?
I believe we did years past, but that gets to be...
it's a tough call.
That's a tough,
especially for the 5th and 6th grade. You don't like to... It's a team game.
Right, and it's even tough. I'll tell you, most places have a 5-man all-tournament team. We've gone to 10, and like I said, 236 kids played in this tournament this week.
That's terrific. How many teams were there again this year?
20 teams this year.
20 teams, which is up from
16.
From 16. Missing the shot was Leggett, and then we got Leggett tying up a Sixer player for the jump ball. And then that player in there, number 8, Seth Bride for the Sixers. So it's Middlebury's basketball. All knocked out of bounds by Fear. Middlebury's basketball again. Willie Leggett. Long 3 is an air ball. Another air ball. Middlebury just continues to control Peter McIntyre in the lane, but we got a foul in the rebounding action.
It's on Willie Leggett. That's Willie's third.
I don't think his coach is too upset about that. He did look at the scores table, which we are the scores table. We are. You are. You're the official scorer. Middlebury controlling. So we mentioned a few times already in our telecast tonight, up from 16 in past years. We got a traveling violation against Middlebury. It's on Leggett. So we had to start, we're telecasting the consolation and championship games on the night of the 15th of March, or Friday, and it all started on Saturday the 9th. You went Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and off day Thursday, and continuing Friday. Schaefer down low, ducks underneath and lays it in. Nice play. Matthew Schaefer, and he got the pass down low from Neiman Gross. 40-23, a 17-point Middlebury lead. 4:40 left in the contest. Steal by Fair. Here he comes. Pulls up. Won't fall for Jason tonight. Willie Leggett on the rebound.
Jason's got 7 in this game. He's been averaging a little over 20 a game for the tournament.
Leggett, second try, Leggett again. Again, we got a foul. I'll tell you, they don't lose much. When Willie Leggett goes out, Brogan Ross is in there. More changes.
Follows on Matthew Schaefer. It's his second.
4th on the team.
Many of the kids, Jack, a lot of them are parents or kids for the Booster Club members, but other kids in the community, even some alumni of West Rutland came back and helped us out with the tournament this week, doing the clock and whatnot. I'll tell you, just thanks again to everybody.
I think McIntyre realized how easy he had it going down the left baseline. Schaefer coming down with a ball again for the Sixers, and Fear going coast to coast. He's got it. A little run for the Sixers here at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Outscored Middlebury 4-zip, 40-25 Middlebury, and Leggett throws it over the hoop. McIntyre, though, missed again, and Schaefer comes down with it again. Two-handed pass to Fair, and the running right-hander by Jordan Fitzgerald didn't get it. Ben Kirker. Middlebury getting just a little bit careless here. Davis. And back up on the offensive rebound nicely, Peter McIntyre. He had a couple of opportunities, and he finally got that one underneath. Ben Whitney. It was Whitney on the pass, Seth Bride on the shot. There again, McIntyre got a foul on the rebounding action. More changes for Middlebury. I'm signaling them in. Yes, sir. You can all go in. Yep.
Good job, Jack.
I've always wanted to do that. 42-25, a 17-point Middlebury lead. A lot of changes here with 2:52 left in the game.
That foul was on Willie Leggett. That's his fourth.
And fourth on the team, and Leggett's out. I bet you it's, yep, Ross is in. They're like bookends. Brogan Ross, they don't lose too much. I don't want to signal him in yet.
Don't do that.
I just signaled him in. Eric Gross Jr. with it.
They'd get picked up for too many men on the ice.
Oh, and Eric hits off the glass. He's going to call that one. You have to call it if you hit off the glass, right?
That's 6 points for Eric.
42-27, Middlebury. Ben Kirker strong to the hoop, gets the roll. Yeah, I'm signaling him in when the play doesn't stop. Say, hey, go ahead. I don't go ahead. 2:17 left. Nice steal there by Middlebury's Nick Laws. Timeout, Middlebury. And some changes now. White Spate coming back in. Ben Hart for Middlebury. Middlebury in control. The Middlebury has pretty much been in control throughout. 2:12 left in the championship game. 44-27. Middlebury with a lead. And I'll tell you, I'd hate to be on that all-tournament selection committee. I know the all-tournament committee is just about been worked out here. And you do a nice job of representing everybody. It's hard to represent all the teams. There are 20 teams, but you represent as many as you possibly can. And we will be announcing the all-tournament team at the end of the game here.
It's rather difficult, and some people think you go by the leading scorers, but that's not our criteria here. We picked some for their rebounding skills, some for just the attitude, the way they've played. There's a lot of different things that go into a selecting, and especially when you're only getting 10 out of 236, so you got 10 happy kids and 226 kids that wish they were.
You hate to do it. I've been on so many all-tournament selection committees, and we've had to choose winners for various awards. Absolutely my least favorite job. Happy for the people that win, but I'm truly disappointed for the ones that don't. It's just a tough job. You hate to leave anybody out. And the thing is, when you only have, in this case, 10 awards, some 200 are going to be disappointed. White Spate. And right there underneath for the easy bucket, Ben Hart. 46-27, a 19-point Middlebury lead. 1:48 left here in the ball game. Justin Davis played a nice game for the Rutland Sixers. This is Jordan Fitzgerald back to Davis. To Eric Gross Jr. The long three. Doesn't get it. Here's Peter LaFlame checking in. Peter LaFlame Jr. What'd Patrica yell up?
He says, that shot looked like something I put up. I guess I've done a couple of them.
It's the kind of, I put the shot up, I get home, my father will say, what was that? Eric Gross Jr. comes down with a rebound.
Say, didn't you know that was a pass?
Reminds me of playing second base in all-star baseball game in front of the whole town on the 4th of July one year. When I was about 11 years old, I let a ground ball Go right through my legs. Just like Bill Buckner. I mean, the whole town was there to see it. I never lived that one down. I got home and my parents said, what the heck was that?
Ball on Ben Hart.
Shooting foul at the line is Peter LaFlame Jr. for the Rutland Sixers. 1:03 left in the ball game. Middlebury has a 19-point lead. Nick Laws with a rebound for Middlebury. Less than a minute left. Nice move to the bucket. Running right-hander by Jeremiah Mills. And Middlebury now has gone up by 21, 48-27. And we got the steal by Mills. So you got 2 in a row? Yep. Middlebury 50, Rutland Sixers 27. 30 seconds left.
A couple weeks, Jack, on the 29th, we got our annual basketball fun night coming up. I believe this year, the town officials are going to play the fire department, and then the Rotary will be, let's see.
Ben Whitney checks in for the Rutland Sixers.
Yeah, the Rotary will be playing the teachers.
White Spate getting set to put the ball into play. Gets it into Ben Hart for Middlebury. 18 seconds left. And a nice little jumper by Jeremiah Mills.
Jeremiah's got 6 quick points.
Yeah, in a hurry all here. 52-27, 5 seconds left. Middlebury has the lead. Peter LaFlame Jr., and that is the ball game. And Middlebury has won the 1996 Ed Glodzik Memorial 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament here.
Hear me, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay, if you all take your seats, we'll get on with the presentation. "37 years ago, we had a player, a person who is from West Rutland, who played in their very first tournament 37 years ago. And I'd like a big round of applause and have him stand up. Frank Musty Bioti. I'd like to take a few minutes and explain to you why this tournament has been renamed to the Ed Glodzik 5th and 6th grade tournament. Ed was a very good friend of mine, a fine husband, and a great father. He took special pride in West Rutland and the U's. Even though we were brought up in competitive towns, every time we got together, we would discuss sports and the U's. It would usually be over to his relative's camp on Lake St. Catherine, playing horseshoes, which he was pretty competitive at. He always had a deep love for the kids and wanted to always be involved in some fashion with their development in the early years. He was never afraid to get involved, whether it was Little League, basketball, problems, or whatever. Matter of fact, when we moved to West Rutland in 1979, he talked me into coaching. So it was a great honor, the first year in 1989, when the tournament was renamed the Ed Glodzik tournament, that I was coaching the West Rutland team and had the luck of winning it all. And we dedicated a trophy to Ed's memory and to his wife Ann. It is in his memory that this has continued to be the finest tournament for the youth in Rutland County, the state of Vermont, and probably the whole US of A. It is with great pleasure at this time to introduce you to Ed's beautiful daughter, Bethany. You want to step out there, Bethany? She's on spring break. She comes home and works here all week. And his fine son, Brian, who happened to play in the championship game and won it all here a few years ago. And also my good friend, their mother, Ann, who will present the trophies to all the winners this evening. Okay, fourth place goes to the Rutland City Celtics. Third place, Wallingford Wildcats. Second place, Rutland City Sixers. And now, I'd like to introduce you to the 1996 Ed Glodzik 5th and 6th grade West Rutland Booster Club champion, Middlebury!
Thank you very much.
Okay. The tournament took place Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday this evening. The players have been playing hard, and we have selected an alternate team. From Mount Holly, Jake Robichaud. From the Rutland Orangemen, Michael Potter.
He's pretty confident. He's walking down the field.
From Christ the King School, Zach Radical. For West Rutland, Nick Buchesi. For the Rutland Celtics, Dwayne Campbell. Wallingford, Jared Hill. Wallingford, Jeff Rutland Sixers, Jason Hill. For Middlebury, Ben Crooker. Middlebury, Jim Johnston. Okay, I hope everyone's had a fun week. Thank you very, very much for coming and help supporting the West Rutland Booster Club. Have a safe and good evening. Good night.
That does it for our coverage of the Ed Glodzik Memorial 5th and 6th grade basketball tournament here at the Hinchy Gym at West Rutland. I'm Jack Healy along with John Center. Thanks, John, and thank you for all your help all year. It's been a great year. And Ernie Sewell and also Brian Mayhew. Thanks, everybody. Catch you next time.